Hello, I am Dalton Holdren, and today I will be showing you at Taters Incorporated why you should upgrade your operating system to Linux Ubuntu. The main topics I will be covering are the potential problems with Windows 10, why I chose the Linux Ubuntu, 5 apps that I specifically chose for Taters Incorporated to use, and I will follow with a demonstration of the system. So, to start off, Windows 10 comes with some downsides. The first being that Windows 10 Home costs $120 per system, but because this is for use at a company, you will need to purchase Windows 10 Pro because of licensing issues, and as you see, this costs $200 per system. Also, Windows 10 uses up more of your system's resources than its counterpart Linux. Now as to why I specifically chose Linux Ubuntu. To start off, it is free to download and use, and there is no required licensing for companies to use it. This, coupled with the fact that Taters Incorporated has over 250 systems in use, using Linux over Windows 10 saves about $55,000 right off the bat. Some other smaller benefits that Ubuntu is very user-friendly even for first-time users, and most people in the IT department will already be familiar with the environment. Now, for the 5 apps that I chose for Taters Incorporated. The first that I chose is Google Chrome. This is probably the fastest web browser out, and it's very user-friendly. It's what I use at home, and most users will be fairly familiar with it. The next that I chose is Dropbox. This is an online cloud storage service that offers many different packages for individual users and groups alike. A bulk cloud storage service could be useful to any company, especially those specializing in potatoes and potato products. The next that I chose is Skype. For those that don't know, this is an online video and voice chatting service, and it could be pretty good for a company to use for video conferencing for those that are out of the office or in a office in a different city. The next that I chose is the GIMP image editor. This allows users to edit images, and it is much like Photoshop, but this is a free service. This could be used to create advertisements by the marketing team. The next that I chose is Mailspring. This is a free email client, and the thing that sets this apart from other email clients is that this saves all of your emails locally onto your computer so that you can access them at any time, even when the network is down. So, in summary, Linux is a very good option for an OS for a company that is looking for a good return on investment. Linux is a very easy to use operating system, even for first-time users, and there are many helpful apps that regular users and companies can use to their benefit. Now, let's get into showing you the environment that I set up. So, I will start by going into my virtual machine. You can see I'm already logged in. Now, to start off, I'll give you just a general tour for those that are not familiar. So, some major differences. You can see my normal Windows here, but this is running in a virtual machine. So, if this was on just a host system, you wouldn't see my Windows bar here. It would just start from this purple and orange background and just in here. Just try to ignore the hypervisor. So major difference is that what you would call the start menu if it was in Windows is in the upper right instead of the lower left corner. Also, you can show all of your applications here, and I think this is very good for users who might have problems with technology. Usually I feel like this is very user friendly. You can search up, for instance, let's look up Firefox. Even though we already see it, you can just type it and it just shows up there just by typing fire. So now let's get into the apps that I chose. Let's go back to the desktop here. You may notice that I only have all the apps added on the favorites bar and none on the actual desktop. I actually did this on purpose. because I personally don't like a lot of clutter on the desktop. I just like this nice clean look, keeping the whole desktop clear. But anyway, let's get into the apps. So as you see, Google Chrome, most of you will be familiar with this. Even if you don't personally use Google Chrome, it's not much different than Firefox or anything. But anyway, it's just a regular old web browser. See, you can go to different websites here. But now let's go into Dropbox. So there's not an actual, so there is a app, but there's no UI. You open it up, and just up here in the upper right, you can click to open the Dropbox folder. You can launch the Dropbox website, which I have right here. You can see recently changed files. You can get more space, notifications, and of course you can log out and give your feedback on it. So right here I have pulled up the different packages that they offer, ranging from 1 terabyte to infinite space, and you at Taters Incorporated could choose which package would be best for you, considering only 2 gigabytes is in the free package. 2 gigabytes is included in this free package, but there's some fairly affordable prices here, considering the cloud storage that they offer, being able to access this anywhere, anytime. Anyway, let's get into the next app, Skype. I feel most people should be fairly familiar with this. It's simple to use. I don't have a webcam enabled on my computer, so I don't have the option to video call, but you can just start a conversation here. You can search up your contacts, and then over here in the left you see chats, calls, contacts, notifications. Fairly simple, very user-friendly. It's a good app for video conferencing. Now we'll go over to MailSpring. Here you see I've connected my personal email and my school email. It's not much different than just any old regular email client, even just Gmail. There's no differences other than just the looks, the UI. You see your unread, starred, all of this. And the good thing, as I stated before, the good thing about this is you can start this up even when your network is down, and it'll have your emails saved. Now, lastly, and to end the presentation, is the GIMP or GNU image manipulation program. And one thing that's different about this program, as you can see once I get this all minimized, is that it doesn't have a dedicated window. It has 3 separate smaller windows, which is something that a lot of Windows 10 users might not be used to, and this is actually the first program that I've seen have something like this. So as you can see, you can open up an image, and I actually saved an image of dogs from Google because I like these dogs. They're very cute. And as you can see here, there's multiple tools that users who are much more creative than me can utilize, such as a color picker. You see, you can click anywhere on this picture here, and it will choose the color that you clicked on, set it up there, and then you can use, for instance, you can use that to draw on the picture, just like this. But as I said, I'm not very artistic, so there's not much that I personally can do with this, but I'm sure those who are artistic could do a lot with this and make some good advertisements for the company. So I hope that this demonstration has persuaded you into using this much more cost efficient and very simple to use operating system, and we look forward to hearing back from you on your decision. Thank you.